Welcome back, Pokemon Trainers. Professor Chaz here. The lab coat's on back order, and it's time for episode 6 of our Pokémon Stadium 2 playthrough. In the last episode, we dealt with the nefarious Team Rocket that tried to interfere with our Gym Leader Castle challenge. We have taken care of them, and that took up the entire episode because there were 2 grunts, 2 executives. We lost the first battle against the lead executive, but we came back through and pulled through on the second attempt with minimal damage, too, so I don't know why we lost the first one. But anyway, we are ready to continue the Gym Leader Castle, but first, I will show you that the Earl's Pokemon Academy area has been updated. Between episodes, I did go into the classroom. As you'll see, I completely cleared this out. When you go in here, you get basic descriptions, basic instructions of how to play your game, play different battles and such, and you go into a test here. They ask you 10 questions. You have to get 8 right to pass. And then you go into here where you deal with a bunch of trainers testing the basic knowledge of Pokemon battles. Each of them has a different strategy that they go for. You gotta outplay them. There are 3 levels of difficulty, and the 3rd difficulty level, it's like, they don't say this exactly, but you have to win without losing a single Pokemon or else you don't pass. And for this example, it says you gotta use Pokemon with certain items, like Pikachu with a light ball, Cubone with a thick club. What they don't tell you is you also gotta bring a Shuckle that just basically tanks and like a Hyper Beam hit, and then do a switch back in. So it took me a while to complete these. Anyway, I am happy to say I am done with Earl's Pokemon Academy, the classroom. The library is now fully accessible. As we see here, we're going to the Pokemon. Let's take a look at everybody's favorite Charizard. So this shows you it's not found in anything but red, blue, or yellow. There's all the type matchups there. And if you check the moves, we can now see that... Let's see a good move here. What is a move you can learn in all games? Well, Hyper Beam. See, it shows you on the right side what TM you can learn it from in each game. Red, blue, yellow had its own certain kind of movesets, and gold and silver as well. So this is a very informative thing. I said this before in a different episode. I'm not going to go into too much detail of it. But see here, Smokescreen is a move that Charizard or even Charmander couldn't learn previously, but now in gold and silver, it learns it at level 13. So over the generations, you see the movesets of Pokemon and the level up learn sets do improve over time. But anyway, if I want to go back in here and check some stuff out, I'll probably use this to give me some ideas for TMs that I can teach my Pokemon. But that all being the case, that's some stuff for behind the scenes. You don't want to see that. You want to see Gym Leader Castle. So Team Rocket is done. We're ready to take on Johto, Gym Leader Castle, the Mahogany Gym. We've got Border Alvin, Skier Carol, and the Gym Leader himself, Pryce. Let's go ahead and choose the team. I'm going to be using the team I've been using the entire time through, except for, of course, the Team Rocket interruption. We have Fluffy, our Clefable, with the Never Melt Ice, Double Edge, Ice Punch, Sing, and Metronome for her moveset. Next we have Sprout, our level 50 Venusaur. They're all level 50. The item is Miracle Seed to power Solar Beam, Sunny Day, Leech Seed, and Toxic as well on there. Next is Sheldon with Surf, Ice Punch, Skull Bash, and Bide, our Blastoise. We also have Blaze the Charizard with Fire Punch, Dragon Breath, Fire Blast, and Slash, holding the Dragon Fang. I didn't mention it, but Sheldon has leftovers. I don't think I mentioned it. We have Zapdos, our legendary Thunderbird, holding the Bright Powder for some possible dodging. Thundershock, Drill Peck, Thunderwave, and Double Team. I'm considering teaching him Zap Cannon at one point. We did pick up that TM from... Was it Lieutenant Surge? No, it was the guy that got the generator up and running, or I got it up and running, but the man that created the generator did give us Zap Cannon, so that could be useful. And we have Machamp at level 50 also, not holding the item. What item did I give him? I can't remember. You know what? We're going to try this without an item, but he's got Strength, Vital Throw, Leer, and Earthquake. Let's just go in there. Machamp needs no item. He can't bring his Brick Piece with him, so he doesn't want an item. But with a Fighting type, Stab, Move, a Vital Throw, he could be useful against these Ice types. Even in a blizzard, we're still blazing hot! Are you now? Are you really? Well, you got no Fire types, but we do see only one Ice type. We got an Electric, Water, we got 3 Water types. So, that might mean Zapdos is good to lead with. Now, the Smoochum could be a problem, but we have Drill Peck to deal with that. Of course, Ice will be super effective against us, but I think we're okay with the special defensiveness. Fluffy, you're our most special defensive. You're coming in also. And we could just go with Blaze for some... Well, there's only one Ice type, though. Just to resist some damage, let's bring Sheldon. We can go ahead and try some possible Skull Bashing or Surf attacks also. Look at this place.
The trainer has managed to reach Mahogany Gym. The first opponent in line is the Border, Alvin.
Alright. Alvin is first up. I like how they reference the fact that we had to deal with the uninvited guests of Team Rocket just previously. Now then, Lead with a Kingler. Gonna roll over you like an avalanche. Are you really now? Look at the size of Kingler's claw, though. I'm always impressed with the look of Kingler, just because it's one of those few Pokemon that are not symmetrical. Why is it called Air King? But not symmetrical in the sense that one claw is, of course, bigger than the other. What do you have against us? You got Blizzard. You're not special offensive. You can't even land that. All right, then. That might have been the Bright Powder doing its thing. Let's land another Thunder Shock. The Air King is going to be dropped out of the air. Boom. You are grounded, Air King. Why would we call it Air King? Because they always have a name based off of what these trainers do, like, in their spare time or something like that. I guess because they get some wicked air off the snow heaps or whatever. Air Flaff. Sounds like a type of airline. So we can Thunder Wave you. It's not until Gen 6 that electric types are immune to paralysis. Now, how do we deal with you, though? I do have Fluffy. We'll bring her in. What are you going to go for? Thunder Punch. Alright, so you know what? We'll switch into Fluffy. And probably the best move we can go for is the Stab Double Edge. Although we have the Never Melt Ice to power the Ice Punch. My nose is itchy. Stop it. You know, I could start trying the Metronomes. I did use it back in, was it Morty's gym, I believe, Ecruteak City. Tackle? Tackle. Did you guys all see that? That thing just went for Tackle against me. This is Mahogany Gym, the next to last gym. It went for Tackle. Okay, I'm not going to complain. I'll take it. Yeah, little damage. I'm going to see what the Double Edge will do. We do have some turns to kind of play around here as the Air Flaff is paralyzed. We'll get some more damage off with the Double Edge. Let's find out. Come on, Fluffy, you can do this. Dragon Slayer, go! A lot more damage. Now, I believe an Ice Punch should drop it, and I'm going to do that so that we don't... Well, first of all, we're losing some attack stat, but I will get no recoil with the drop of the Ice Punch. So that is going to be the way to go. And then the last Pokemon, would it be one of the water types? We've got Seal or Shelter for possibilities. Swinub and Smoochum are the other ones, too. So, I think Fluffy will be okay against a lot of those. She did just lose some attack stat from the Growl, which is going to weaken her Double Edge, so I might want to switch her out. Let's see what comes in here. It's the Smoochum. So then, we're going to go into Sheldon. That way, Fluffy's attack stat gets back to where it should be. And we could get some decent damage, I think, with the Skull Bash. Of course, I could try the Bide strategy. As a loyal viewer of this series... Let me try that again. As a loyal viewer of this series has pointed out, named Robert, the Bide attack never really seems to do anything. In fact, you know, if you're just going to go for Pound, Bide's... Critical Pound might be something, but I don't think there's any reason to go for Bide. It doesn't look like they're going to get much damage off on us, so therefore we can't reflect back a lot of damage with the Bite attack. We'll go for the defense boost of the Skull Bash, as they go for just a Pound. Really? Now, of course, 2 critical hits. But of course, I'm pretty sure Stadium 2 also has a round 2 difficulty, just like Stadium 1 did, which we never got to. But I would assume they're going to be a lot harder. Why does the Skull Bash explode? Anyway, I'm sure Stadium 2 has a round 2 where things get more difficult. Gross. Alright, so I think Surf should pick up the KO. Let's just go with that. A nice stab, powerful Surf attack. And maybe if I do unlock round 2, I'll just test it out just to show you guys what it's like. But I think my main idea is just to show off the majority of the game as it is. We haven't even checked the mini-games out. I'm looking forward to getting into that at some point. So Border Alvin is done for. We got one more, call it a crony, you know, a little minion in the gym, and then the gym leader himself. And we won that one without losing a single Pokemon. Alvin! Shoot! Well then, I'm switching to Summer. Watch me as a swimmer. After all the ice melts around you. And is this Carol? Wait, Carol. Did they name her after Christmas caroling? I'm thinking maybe they did. You don't even notice the cold when you're having fun. Isn't that strange? That is actually true. I remember walking in a Christmas parade here in town. For those of you that don't know, I do some costume work. First of all, let me decide on what I want to bring, and then I'll tell you the little story I was going to mention. So, We see 3 water types and a few things weak to ice. So I'm going to bring Fluffy. Well, first I'm going to bring... Let me try Sprout for the lead. Let's bring Fluffy as well. And possibly... I'm thinking Zapdos or Sheldon. Let's go Zapdos. We get some speed on our side that way. So, for those of you that don't know, I have mentioned on Twitter a couple of times that I do some costuming, and one of the costumes I am kind of well known for, secret identity, keep it secret, but Spider-Man. And it's a very thin costume, and it doesn't hold up to the weather very well. So we were doing a Christmas parade through the city, and it was bitter, bitter cold. Let's go with the sunny day, first of all. So I was with a group that had a... Don't... Oh, wait. Oh, it was Icy Wind, I think? But anyway, so we were walking in the parade, and I had to hide inside this little... well, not a little trailer, but a decent trailer that we had just to stay warm, because it was cold in that suit. But then, as soon as we got to, like, the main part of town, and all the families were out there, and, like, the children were cheering and stuff for all the costumes, I thought, I can't hide in here in the suit. The kids love the suit, so I got out there, and it was weird. As I was out there having fun and walking around and stuff, I didn't feel cold, despite the fact that immediately afterwards, I was freezing. But this trainer is right. When you're having fun, the cold sometimes doesn't even really come into your mind. That might be a bad thing, though, because if you're not aware of the environment, you might be affected by it without, you know, it coming into your mind or whatever. So, always be aware of your surroundings, I suppose. It's a good lesson to take from what I'm trying to say. Now, we do see ice and flying potential from this Pokemon, so we are going to switch. Who do we switch to? Zapdos would resist the flying, but would be weak to the ice. But we have super effective Thunder Shock, so I'm going to go Zapdos. Our defenses are pretty decent, and I don't think Delibird is terribly offensive. So we might be okay there. Let's go, Zapdos. One bird versus another. Of course, the matchup of these two birds is quite obviously in one favor over the other. Now, with one Icy Wind, is that going to drop our speed to the point that Delibird is faster? In case it does, I'm going to Thunder Wave it. Paralyze that, make sure that we will outspeed on later turns. They're switching out. Alright then. So whatever comes in is taking a nice, decent Thunder Wave to slow it down. Never mind. So, our most expendable at this point, I would say probably is Sprout. I'm going to switch into him. If Fluffy has to come in, I want a nice free switch in so we can go for the Ice Punch. We're going to let Sprout take this hit, but if he can possibly bring this thing down, that's even better. We could go for... Is this... Will the sun still be up, though? I don't think it died out just yet, but it's probably going to end as soon as he comes in, though. What is that called? Cubo now? Or Cubo no? So they're all going Icy Wind, okay. Yeah, our special defense is amazing. Cubone's special attack is pretty terrible, so no problem. The only downside is that speed drop. And there you go. The sunlight does fall. Let's just leave it down for the time being. We're going to go for a Solar Beam. Charge up on one turn. You might flinch me, though. So if they flinch me after charging up, of course, the Solar Beam will fail. But we can't charge up at all. Wait, no, we can. I thought that was a flinch happening. So, as I say, they could headbutt and flinch me here, which will prevent the Solar Beam from happening. Let's hope that doesn't happen, though. Come on, you can do this, Sprout. Do it, buddy. Come on. Yes! Alright, no flinching. So the Cubone should fall to this. And next, what I'm going to do is probably Leech Seed or Toxic on the Delibird. Depending on if we can survive the hit. I think Leech Seed is the best way to go. We'll get some recovery each turn. Toxic would build up more damage over time, but I think Thunder Shock should be a decent amount of damage to bring this thing down. So if Sprout lands a hit, it is going to be Leech Seed the way to go. Now it is Stab on Delibird, this Icy Wind. Might have more special attack as well. Yeah, okay, so down he goes. Next best thing, I will say, is Zapdos for the Thunder Wave. Going to be able to outspeed with both remaining Pokemon. And I believe... Well, we didn't see what the speeds are like, but I'm sure Zapdos is faster. Especially now that we haven't been Icy Winded and slowed down just yet. Thunder Wave to paralyze the Delibird and get off as much damage as we can with the Thunder Shock before Fluffy comes in and goes for probably Double Edge is the best bet. Oh, man! So it comes down to this. If they drop our speed one stage, will they be faster? Never mind. Alright, so we're going to be able to Thunder Wave it at least. Get that paralysis off again. Curse these held items. They're so disruptive to strategies. But, of course, that plays against the opponent as well. My own held items can help that out. So I guess I can't really say curse these items. I kind of need them myself. Especially, you know, for example, maybe the Bright Powder is what caused us to dodge that Icy Wind. So Thunder Shock, not going to probably do half. Never mind, I guess Delabird's special defense is terrible. Could you imagine if I did have Zap Cannon on Zapdos right now? And we dodged that one too. Alright, so we're going to make it to Pryce quite easily. Of course, it comes down to, can we defeat the gym leader on our first attempt? Now, if he was like the gym leader in the game, we could just go with a fighting and fire team of Machamp, Blaze, and whoever else I want to bring. But of course, as you've been seeing, Stadium 2 presents a more well-rounded team for each gym leader. But Carol is finito. Excellent job, guys. And girl. I guess my plan just got swept away. Alright, Pryce. Let's see if the price is right. I claim no copyright on that, of course. Price is Right is owned by CBS, I think. Fine. I will help you improve. We've got 3 ice types. Of course, 2 of them are water, so they're going to be part resistant to the Fire Stab. Or no, we see 4 ice types. I didn't even see Piloswine. But Machamp would be good. I'm going to lead with him. We have resistance to ice in Sheldon. Plus, if we see the Donphan, we got the special attack of Surf or Ice Beam for Sheldon. So I'm going to bring him. Let's bring Blaze also. Maybe. Let's bring Blaze. We'll give this a try. If it fails, then we'll come back again and try a second attempt. And if need be, a third, a fourth, a fifth, whatever. You'll see the final attempt either now or as the finale of the episode. Come on, Machamp. You're not going to outspeed anything, of course, so we're going to go Vital Throw. Ooh, as we see an Ursa Ring. This might be a one-hit KO, since it is a normal type, and we are super effective against it. It goes for a powerful Thrash. This is going to hurt.
There's the shot. Great hit.
Yeah, all over half damage, but should this pick up the KO?
There's the attack. That had to hurt.
Come on. Now then, who is faster? Because I could drop it with an Earthquake. Yes! Alright, so Machamp managed to take down the Ursa Ring, which is definitely in our favor. Boom. And next Pokemon, I'm expecting to see the Jinx. If I see the Jinx, who is our best bet? Probably Blaze for the either Fire Punch or I was gonna say Heat Wave. Fire Punch or Fire Blast. No, it's Donphan. So I'm gonna switch into Sheldon because he can resist quite nicely with his physical defense. Let's do this, buddy. And probably Surf is the best bet just for the stab. I could try Ice Punch for the freeze possibility, but it's a very slim chance. Let's just go for as much damage as we can get, depending on what the Donphan goes for. Powerful Double Edge. I love how it rolls up like that, just like in the first movie. Ooh, that was a lot of damage. Alright then. Some leftovers recovery, but it's not going to make that much a difference, especially if they land a critical hit. But we're faster, yes, alright. So, this might not be a one-hit KO, though. Not quite. And Earthquake's going to be even more powerful. It is Stab. Alright, we hung in there. You know, these are all attacks that I would expect to see as one-hit KOs in the current generation. So I don't know if maybe the damage calculation is different nowadays than it was back here, but I'm not sure. Anyway, we get the KO on Donphan. Currently haven't lost a Pokemon yet, so we're doing good against Pryce. Down goes the Donphan, 1 Pokemon remaining. It's interesting he's using a Donphan, because I believe an egg move for them in current generation is Ice Shard. I think they can learn other things like Avalanche, too. Piloswine! So we have Surf to use against it. We've also got the Fighting Vital Throw, and Fire Punch or Fire Blast also. Let's get some good damage off first of all with Surf. If Sheldon falls, I think Blaze is our next best bet to come in. I believe a Fire Punch will get it from here. There are no thick fat abilities yet. Ooh, it's gonna hurt. Yeah, Sheldon does fall, but he brought this thing down quite low beforehand. Blaze is gonna be able to pick up the KO, no problem. So this should be our 7th gym taken care of in the Gym Leader Castle. Man, we're moving along in this, aren't we? I'm happy to see that, because especially after having to simply walk away in defeat from Gym Leader Castle back in Stadium 1. Let's do this, Blaze. Fire Punch! Down it goes. I'm glad I taught you that over Ember, because I could have gone Fire Blast, but that is a chance to miss. So, no good. Actually, it's quite good, thank you, Pryce. Down goes Gym Leader number 7. Is that a fridge behind us? You see that? Looked like the door in here was a fridge. Either way, we managed to get the win over Pryce. Outstanding, that was perfect. Try not to forget what you feel now. Yes, I feel accomplished. I'll never forget that. Until Claire destroys me. Although, we have the Dragon Slayer in our team. There are 3 trainers. We're not going to go into it just yet. We're going to save some time for the next episode. Is there anything else we can check out here for the time being? You know what? I believe, yes, my mother bought me a new doll. Let's see what it is and go into my room and do some decorating. So we see it is dark here. No, wait, why is it daytime? It is 8:40 as I'm recording this. Let's keep the Dragon Slayer out for the time being. Let's just put the Charmander away. Oh, wait, we got a Pikachu. Look at that. Alright, my mom bought me something useful. A Pikachu doll. So it's kind of cool. These are the 2... Well, this is, of course, the mascot of Pokemon. This is the potential mascot of Pokemon. For those of you who are not aware from what I've been told and from what I've researched, Clefairy was initially going to be the mascot and the partner of Ash in the anime until they decided, you know what, Pikachu has more appeal for both, male and female. I guess they saw Clefairy as more of a female appealing Pokemon. So, could you imagine how things would be nowadays if they did go with Clefairy over Pikachu? I suppose each of them evolves by a stone, and they could have had a thing where the Clefairy didn't want to evolve against Lieutenant Surge. I don't know. Kind of interesting, but there we go. The 2 potential mascot Pokemon. And of course we have Charmander, who will be sitting in the storage closet for the time being. We have nothing else that we can... Oh, we can zoom out and stuff. Nothing else we can put up, I don't think, as far as decorations go. Yeah, we'll save that. Not too bad. And that's pretty much it for today's episode, I believe. There's the free battle, there's the mini games, and let's just take a quick look at the stadium. Now, I think, did we look at this yet? I don't think we did. So we have the Challenge Cup. Battle in this cup tournament using a pre-selected team. Can you handle lots of different kinds of Pokemon? And let me just check the rules, because this is one that I can't bring my own Pokemon into. Battle using 6 provided Pokemon, choose 3 out of 6. 4 level classes. Pokeball, okay, different level difficulties, I see. Can't freeze or put Pokemon... Can't freeze or put 2 Pokemon to sleep. Rules on the final Pokemon. If your last Pokemon uses Self-Destruct or Explosion, you lose. You also can't use Parasong or Destiny Bond. Alright, so kind of basic. And we're not going to focus on this too much. What we are going to do eventually is Poke Cup and Prime Cup. I was considering Little Cup, because I do have some unevolved Pokemon that I could bring in. I was thinking, Squirtle, Pikachu, Jigglypuff, and Dratini and such. But as it turns out, I forgot that in Gen 2, it only counts the most unevolved Pokemon. So technically, Pikachu is considered evolved. I couldn't bring a Pikachu in here. It has to be a Pichu. I can't bring a Jigglypuff. It would have to be an Igglybuff. So that being the case, I don't really think we're going to make use of the Little Cup or the Challenge Cup, unless you guys really want to see that. And feel free to let me know for a future part of Stadium 2 if that's what you want to see. And I'll see what I can do about assembling a team. I might just try to assemble a team of, say, my main Pokemon from Pokemon Blue, and just use unevolved copies of them. I don't know, we'll see how it goes. But anyway, that's going to wrap up this episode of Pokemon Stadium 2. There is one more gym leader left to go in the Gym Leader Castle before taking on the Elite Four. It's all coming down to that, so feel free to leave a comment, let me know what you're thinking of the playthrough so far, and what you're thinking is going to happen in the Elite Four challenge. First of all, how many times do you think it's going to take me to beat Claire? And feel free to let me know how many times you think it's going to take me to beat each of the Elite Four as well, because it's probably going to take a decent amount of time, I'll say. Anyway, that being said, feel free to check out the playlist that's linked down in the description. If you've missed an episode of Stadium 2, it's all linked down there. Plus, check out my channel for more playthroughs. For example, Pokemon Silver on the go right now. I've got weekly Pokemon TCG matches. There is the Wi-Fi battles of the Unova Classic that happened last week. You can check out some of my current generation Pokemon, featuring some of the ones that I'm using right now, and incorporating Pokemon from later generations, leading through Sapphire and Pearl and Pokemon White, and then X was my game, and then Omega Ruby. So all that being said, Professor Chaz is now signing off. Thanks for watching, everybody, and I'll catch you next time.